This is the visitor centre at the BRE Innovation Park at Ravenscraig, Motherwell, Scotland. This is the BRE Innovation Park site. This is Zone 1, which is the training and event seminar room. This is Zone 3, the toilets and plant room. This is Zone 2, the kitchen and office. This is the EcoDan boiler, which is connected to the air source heat pump and solar thermal. The air source is on the roof. The solar thermal collector is also on the roof. It is connected to the solar thermal controls, the solar thermal siphon, the Willis solar siphon, which is the heat exchanger. These are some of the sensors which are connected to the solar siphon system, measuring temperature in and out of the fluid going to the solar thermal collector and the flow rate of the fluid. This is a sensor measuring the temperature in and out of the air source heat pump. These are the charge controllers. This is the BMV, which monitors the state of charge and current in and out of the batteries. This is the main grid energy meter. This is the Sunny Boy inverter, which exports the energy to the grid. This is the readout. This is the Victron energy inverter and charger, which sends the energy to the batteries. These are the sensors which measure the energy in and out of the batteries. This is the local switch box, which allows manual and automatic control of the energy sent from the PVs. This is the energy warden controller, which provides the DMT. It's internet enabled through the machine-to-machine router here. It communicates with the high power actuators through the interface device, which is linked to the energy warden controls through this box. These relays control the high power energy actuators. This sells to the grid. This controls the MVHR from batteries, and this controls the batteries to the home lights in the event room. The energy warden information can be displayed in the main events room through these TVs. I will now show the user logging in to the Energy Warden system. This is the Energy Warden's HMI website. I will now log in with my chosen name and password. When you first log in, you will be brought to the main page. This main page will show you the real-time data from the temperature, solar radiance and the battery state of charge at the visitor centre. I will now show you the monitoring page. This allows you to see current and historical data from the visitor centre. The current data can see production, storage, and the consumption, the environment, and the SN nodes. I will now show you the storage. For the battery section, you can see the battery's temperature in degrees. You can see the current in and the current out of the battery in amps. I will now show you the hot water storage tank. We are able to see the temperature out from the hot water tank in degrees Celsius. We can now see the consumption data. This will show you the data for the heat pump at the visitor centre. We are able to see the active power of 10 watts and the energy to the heat pump of around 12,000 watt hours. We are also able to see the water temperature in and out and the water flow. I will now show you the historical monitoring. The historical monitoring allows you to see the production of energy from the renewables. We can see from yesterday in the total power in kilowatts. We can see that the graph will be able to annotate different points of production. We are also able to export this data we have gathered from the sensors to Excel by clicking on the button on the bottom right. This will export the data to Excel, which will allow us for further analysis. We are also able to see historical data from last week. Again, we will get a graph output which we can annotate. I will now show you the data for the environment, which show you the indoor and outdoor environment. For the indoor, we will only get supply water temperature from the grid. This shows again a graph output with annotations at selected points. Again, we are able to export this data to Excel by clicking the bottom right button. This will allow us for further analysis. For the outdoor environment historical data, we are allowed to obtain the outdoor temperature, the solar radiance, and the outdoor light. The outdoor temperature from last week can be displayed. We can see the outdoor temperature from last week at the visitor centre. This is displayed in degrees Celsius. As you can see, we can see the peaks and troughs. Again, we are able to export this data to Excel. And this concludes my presentation on the EWC system and HMI at the BRE Visitor Centre at BRE Innovation Park, Ravenscraig.